Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today we have episode number 26 of the Chelsea EVO RTG. I really want to start off the video by saying thank you so much for the support on the channel so far. It's been absolutely insane. So we're kicking off the next episode with a bunch of Rivals gameplay. To be honest with you, it's been a really rough week for me in Rivals, I can't lie. So what we're going to do in this video, we're going to be doing a post commentary. And I think in this post commentary, I really do think that in the videos in the week, like the Tuesday, Thursday uploads, I feel like when I'm playing Rivals, I'm going to do post commentary, and then on the weekends I'm going to do more of the live gameplay and champs, because I feel like adding in the live commentary and champs makes it a bit more kind of upbeat almost, because it is the competitive game mode. So let me know what you think in the comments of that idea. Make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new around here. I mean, we're nearly at 600 subscribers already since what, a week ago when we hit 500. I mean, it's just, the growth is just crazy. And I thank you all for the support on the channel. So today's video, we're just going to go through some Rivals gameplay, past couple of games, and the first couple of games, which was a couple of days ago, pretty bad. And then last night was Wednesday. So yeah, some really decent games, I thought, to be honest with you. If the gameplay felt a lot different, still a lot of errors, but again, slowly trying to improve with the gameplay. I mean, it is tough. But anyway, yeah. More Evos. Now we've done a couple of like the big Evos that I've been working on, some new Evos and stuff, and then also we're gonna like we're just saving packs because there is a Chelsea player coming out on Friday night with the Champions League promo. So hopefully we can try and pack whoever it is. But yeah, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the episode. Basically, any free Evos that we don't have any Chelsea players that can fit, I'm just going to put past players in it, or on loan players. We're just going to start like building up the past and present like Evos. At the end of the game, I really want to just have as many like past and present players Evo'd up. So that's what we're going to do. And because obviously, I mean, there's no Chelsea bronze players. We've nearly done Enzo. We just need to win one more game. Gittens, we're on the second one. So realistically, I want to get Gittens done, Enzo done, all before champs, which we'll do. We put a Chempong into this next one. And then, yeah, like I mentioned, I'm doing these like on loan or ex players if we don't have any Chelsea current players available to Evo. So we've got a lot of Evos to do, but the main ones I want to focus on today are Gittens and Enzo. I think for today, we're going to start with Rivals, and then we're going to go into that tournament, I think. So like I did mention, we are starting off with some Rivals gameplay, and these like first batch of gameplays you're going to see before we do like the first Evos are just, I just don't know. I think this was from, well, if we're now Thursday as I'm recording this and finishing up the video, we recorded these on Tuesday night, I do believe, and I struggled so hard. Or I think this is Monday and Tuesday actually, Monday and Tuesday, but honestly, you should see some of the reactions I had on the face cam and like the live com, but I've decided we're turning it off just because I just don't want to, you know, feel like I'm moaning. And I said it on stream last night, I don't want to, playing Rivals in the week is really painful because it feels like I'm not streaming well enough, or like I'm streaming kind of like really poorly to the audience. Like no one's going to want to watch someone sit there and moan about the game as they're watching or playing their game on the sides with the stream on the other like monitor. But I really have struggled in Rivals this week. Now, obviously since the like demotions from the new season, we were in Division 2 in the first season, and I didn't even get to play a game in Division 2 because that was I got there on the Wednesday night, had rewards on the Thursday, and then we got promoted, and yeah, didn't get to play. And some of the people I've been playing in Division 4, which I'm assuming is still just Division 2 players, they have been absolute demons. Now, yeah, I've been struggling. I can happily admit when I've been struggling, but I will say this, the gameplay has been woeful in Rivals. I really just don't understand the difference between FUT Champs on the weekend and Rivals from Monday, Tuesday, and even Sunday. I mean, Monday and Tuesday Rivals gameplay was one of the worst gaming experiences I've had in a very, very long time. And Wednesday night last night, it definitely picked up a lot more. But yeah, I don't really want to sit here for the next 20 minutes talking about how bad the gameplay was, but it's just frustrating because I really want to push this channel and push this series because I'm loving the building aspect of it with the Evos, like what type of cards we can build. Like people like Gittens I didn't think would really still be in my team, and now he's just got a nice Evo. Esteval, he was a bit, lower rated at the start of the game. He's now one of my favourite cards to use. And it just, this whole Evo and building up the players that you support, and, that is that for me, that is the best way to play the game. And I'm absolutely loving it. So long may it continue, but I'm just sick of playing against Pinas, Reinders de Jong link up, Pacho Marquinhos, just the same players like Van Dijk's. And it's just getting to the point now. Obviously, I'm playing against better players, especially in champs, and I feel like if you want to play back-to-back games of rivals, you need to take breaks. I can't play more than 3 rivals games without feeling absolutely drained now. So let me know in the comments if you kind of have the same experience with like rivals and just the gameplay at the moment. Like how are you finding it? I would love to know in the comments, because I've been struggling this week, like I mentioned, but when it's been good, we are playing some. I mean, look at that pass from Palmer. I meant that as well. And just stuff like that. When we attack, we're playing really, really well. I just really need to improve my defending. I can't lie, Carvalho coming into the squad has definitely improved the team. Again, but look at that. I've made a terrible pass and it's gone to him. That is all on me. Don't forget about anything else that happens, like these bounce backs and stuff, or anything after the fact. I've passed the ball because I panicked. I need to stop panicking on the ball. But look at that for a goal. I mean, that's just so poor. But when we've got the ball, I just need to stop panicking and take my time. I mentioned it in the last video. When I go forwards, like say I've won the ball back from my box or on a counter, I need to stop just zooming up with like 2 passes, trying to get up to their box. I just need to be a bit more patient. Like that goal, Joao Pedro, I've dribbled around as a defender instead of just rushing and sprinting. I'm really trying my best to... that one with Casado, what are you meant to do with that? That is just the game taking a random animation touch. And again, I've ran past with Hato like an idiot, but, there's stuff that I need to improve on for sure, which we're trying to do in each episode. With that win, we finally won a game in Rivals tonight in this session, but it does complete Enzo Fernandez on his 4th one, I do believe. So he's got a couple of pluses on that, which is nice, which now leads us to just do play 1 and win 3. So win 3, even in Rivals, is going to be quite hard, but we're going to try and do it as we can. Same with Gittens, try and win 1 more, and then we need to play 2, which is perfect, and then just win 1. So the Gittens one we could probably finish tonight, and then also this Enzo one's going to be a bit of a grind in Rivals, but we could always just try and play in squad battles off stream. But yeah, like I said, we're trying to improve on each episode, and my defending really needs to improve, which again, it's something that I need to learn and just improve on, which I know. And then obviously, for you guys to watch, I think my attacking gameplay, if I'm honest, I think I'm pretty good going forwards. It's just that consistency. But I mean, Cucurella, I don't know why he's headed it that way. I'm aiming it like that way, just head out for a throw in. And then again, my jockey was just awful there. One thing I was going to mention is I'm really trying my best to stop sprinting so much in this game. And I've also I've noticed that when you pass the ball to someone, whether it's an R1 pass when you drill it into them or pass it, a lot of the time I didn't really notice at the time, but I hold sprint when I first touch it, and that's why I'm getting so many heavy touches. Once I took that out of my game in the Wednesday games, my attacking and passing was honestly getting so much better. So, if you're experiencing heavy touches, now a lot of the time it is the ping and the gameplay, like it's just very poor, but honestly, try and stop holding R2 when you're receiving the ball with players to sprint. And trust me, the touches improve so much. How we won this game, by the way, I have no idea. We should have lost that game, and we've somehow, in the 84th minute, gone from 3-1 down to 4-3, which is just mental to me. Right, we've claimed the second part of Gittens now with that win. I mean, I don't know how I won that game, I'll be honest. I was 3-1 down in, nearly 85th minute, and we've won 4-3. Just shows you how bad this game is. Anyway, really good upgrade on Gittens there, and all we need to do now is play 2, which is perfect. I don't mind if I lose, just play, then win 1. So then we'll get this Gittens card ready for FUT Champs on the weekend. And then Enzo, we need to win 2 more to complete him, and his card looks so good. I'm really excited to use him. But we've finally done the Gittens and the Enzo Fernandez Evos. I've done Gittens, and Enzo, to be fair, like in squad battles and obviously the Rivals games from before. So Gittens is now done. Finally got a decent upgrade on him. And he's got inside forward plus as well, which is really good. I didn't even notice that. And then Enzo finally upgraded. This card is going to be nuts to use in the game, I think. Shadow Striker plus again. Don't really need that, but I think he gets 5-star skills now. And then we're just going to work through a Chempong again. I need to do Mark Giu. And also, like I did mention, we're going with any Evos that are like available for free and we haven't got any Chelsea players to use. I'm going to start using past players and loanees and stuff to get some like extra cards in the club. And then today there's this new centre mid Evo, and there's only one player that we can do that we haven't Evo'd already, and that fits it. Azugo goes in. If I quickly show you what he goes to, I mean, it's not a bad card, but for an 85 rated, it's not great. So you know what? He's not a bad card to use. So we're just going to use the 400 points for that one and put him into that. Again, I'm not going to focus on this one anytime soon. We're just going to slowly build him up over the course of like the next week or so. And then there's this Scream Evo, Scream More. If you remember back in like, I don't even know what FIFA it was, when they had that Emre Moore Scream cards and he was like so OP. They've kind of done this to kind of do an Evo, and there was no Chelsea bronze players in like the market at all. So what I decided with the Twitch chat was we're going to just buy a Chelsea, ex-Chelsea player, past player, and just put him in the Evo. So Mason Burstow was the player we've done, and his card doesn't look too bad for a 74 rated. So we're just going to put him in and slowly build him over time for the past and present team. We're not opening any of these packs because we're saving our packs for tomorrow night. No, Friday night. Friday night we're saving these because there's a Chelsea player coming. But yeah, this is what the team's looking like now after we've done the Enzo and Gittens Evos. I mean, it's coming together really well. I'm really happy with how this squad's coming along. Even the bench as well. We've got a lot of good Evo players on the bench. So team's coming along nicely. We need 3 more wins in Rivals to get the points for the rewards. So we're just going to get into more Rivals gameplay now. And I think now we're into the Thursday games. No, sorry, not Thursday. The Wednesday games. That was a lovely finish from Joao Pedro. Now, again, anything you want me to cover in the post commentary, you know, if you've got any questions in the comments or anything you want me to cover in terms of how your accounts are going, please do let me know. I really want to try and make this series as interactive as possible. I know I always reply to every comment I get, and I really just want to keep improving the videos for you guys. And I think we're going on the right path here. And this game was a really nice one. You know, I think this was the first game I played on stream last night, and you know, it set the tone of being like a really fun and, you know, good win almost, like straight off the bat. And then we go into the next kind of games and, yeah, it's just very hit and miss. But, you know, it is what it is. A Chempong's Evo was done here. Now, his card is looking pretty nice, I'll be honest with you. But the only downside is his passing and dribbling is not the best, I'll be honest with you. It's not the best. Something that needs to improve. But I think a few more Evos time, he'll be right up there, potentially in the squad. And then here, I've moved my keeper terribly. I don't know what I was doing there. But like I did say, I just kind of want to improve the videos as much as I can. So it'd be nice to kind of have some post commentary where I'm, you know, like I mentioned in the previous video, relaxed, just chilling. And we can like go over the gameplay, what I did wrong, what I did right. Talk about how the account, like the ideas I've got for the account, or anything you kind of want to discuss in the comments. It'd be greatly appreciated. So we can just kind of go from there and see how we get on. But again, another game where I'm 3-1 up and I crumble. I find a lot of games where you have to hyper focus for 15 minutes IRL to win games in this game, especially in champs. But I mean, Rivals is just as sweaty. So it goes to 4-3. From the kickoff, this was, I literally ran forward because I was annoyed and gave him the ball and he scored from it and it ended 4-4. That is just purely down to me, not the gameplay. That's down to me and my decision making, which was awful. But like I said, you've got to be hyper focused for to play this game. And if you're trying to play like 5, even 3 games of Rivals in one session, like instantly, like back to back to back, it's brutal. It's nearly 45 minutes. You're like, it is just insane how much it drains me. Like, it really does. And, you know, I don't want to like keep complaining and stuff, but I just feel like this game is not very fun to play in the week. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the Gauntlet, but that's only here every 2 weeks, I do believe. I haven't played the tournament yet, which I keep saying I want to, but I think for tomorrow or Saturday morning's episodes, we're going to add the tournament in. Obviously, I probably won't be able to finish all the objectives, but that's kind of the goal. And then I actually really enjoy playing champs, I'll be honest with you, even though, you know, sometimes I do get very frustrated and the gameplay and my decision making hand in hand don't go together. And I feel like now the team's got a massive upgrade. It is time for that step up. And I really want to try and push for 11, 12 wins this weekend. Whether we do it or not, that is down to me. I'm going to really try my best to, like, how I manage my gameplay and how I manage my games. I really want to try and make sure I'm not playing like 3 games in a row, 4 games in a row. If I'm winning, then fair enough. As soon as I win my first 3 games this weekend, 3-0, we play the next game straight away, we lose, and we're 3-1. I'm going to stop playing champs for like 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes and just take a break, regen, go play the tournament if there's one, go look at some other content, try and do live events or something like that, and then we're going to go back into champs. And I also want to try and split my games up across the 3 days. You know, Friday night is normally, you know, servers are very poor because there's so many people on the game, because it's a new promo, a new team, a lot of content, and people just kind of smash it out. A lot of the sweats that, like, oh, I say sweats, either the sweats that are rats that play the 4-5-1 and play with Pina and cards like that, or it's the ones that are just genuinely really good at the game. They always seem to play on Friday night, which, yeah, you want to try and avoid that. But I mean, what is that, by the way? Enzo Fernandez has randomly got a player lock on that header. And yeah, I was just baffled when that happened, to be honest with you. But just going back to my point, what I was making is Friday night, I tend to never play champs. This year in FC26, for some reason, I have played a couple of games every week on a Friday, which, to be honest, hasn't been that bad of an experience. But I think going forward, we're just going to try and manage my games and how many I play per day and when I play them. I know when I play on a Saturday morning, you get some freaks that are playing at that time. I don't know why there's people playing champs at 9 a.m. that are like unbelievably good at the game. So I think what I'm going to be doing is, yeah, managing my kind of champs run, making sure on stream we kind of play with a bit more variety. I know obviously at the moment I'm really focusing on the main team and the Chelsea players that are here, plus like icons if we do get any. But I think going forward, especially with Gauntlet, I think Gauntlet is great because we've actually got 3 solid Chelsea teams to use, and also the past and present has got a couple of upgrades now, especially with those Evos that we're doing that I showed you in the start of the video. So that's kind of my goal. Like, I really want to use an Evo every single Chelsea player. That's why I know I've got Sterling Evos. I know that's quite a bad one to have, but I just want to make cards fun to play with. And, you know, that I think that's the beauty of this like EVO RTG is like we can bring cards that are banished in the club IRL or players that don't play for us into these squads. So that's kind of my plan for the next few kind of weeks. And I'm hoping the content just keeps coming out and we get good content. I thought Ultimate Scream was actually a really good promo. I'll be honest, I actually thought it was good. We had some really nice Evos. The tournaments were fun. Obviously, the Gauntlet was good, even though, we did finish the Gauntlet in the end, didn't we? Because we got the Benzema cards. And, you know, I would love one day, imagine if instead of a Benzema, it was like a Chelsea card. It'd be perfect for us. But, you know, I can't really complain in terms of content, in terms of SBCs and promo cards for Chelsea players so far, because we've had quite a few. And I know there's one coming Friday night. And, you know, unfortunately, I have accidentally seen who it is with a leaker on Twitter. I didn't want to. I've blocked nearly muted every leaker. And I know Esteval's getting a card. Whether it's Impact or it's an SBC, we don't know. Ideally, for me, an SBC, because it's easier for me to do than pack him or spend the coins. But, you know, regardless, we know he's coming. A lot of packs to open and use. And he's quit. Oh, yes, we've done it. We've done it. We finally won. We finally got the points that we needed. Oof. So this will be the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new around here. Appreciate the support on the channel as always. I'm really liking the look of this team now. It really looks like a solid squad, and I'm like, looking at this, it's like, right, now we take it to the next level in champs. Trying to hit 11 wins is the next goal on this account. Obviously, new content out on Friday. I'll probably upload the next video on Saturday morning for you guys, just because I want to stream the 6 PM content instead of recording it. And then I'll upload the video on Saturday morning. So thanks for watching again. As always, appreciate the support. And yeah, let's just keep grinding, and I will see you in the next video. All right, there we go. And that is me done for tonight, boys. That was enough grinding and enough games for me in terms of playing the game. Appreciate everyone that stopped by. Again, we'll be live tomorrow. We're going to try and do that tournament tomorrow. I think that's the kind of goal. Do the tournament, and then I'll be playing career mode tomorrow night, because there's probably not going to be much content in terms of like Evo's SBC wise. So